Good morning, children. Today we are going to study from EVS 1, chapter number 16, Water. Children, water is life. We cannot stay without water. It plays a very important role in our life. Life does not exist without water. So it is our duty to save and preserve water. Children, as you can see in this picture, it is clear water and we like to see the clean and clear water. But children, when other substances get mixed with water, it becomes impure. Some of these substances float in the water. So, the water looks unclean or muddy. Some substances dissolve in the water and we cannot see them. For example, salt, sugar, if we mix in water, we will not able to see it. But if you mix mud into the water or any color into the water, we can see the colorful water. If the substances that have got mixed with the water are harmful for living things, we say that the water has become polluted. The wastewater of a city or town is collected and let into a water body at a convenient location. The wastewater from residential buildings as well as from factories and industries contains many kinds of impurities. Some of these dissolve in the water while some do not. Sewage water can carry microorganisms that spread diseases. Wastewater from industries is more likely to contain poisonous substances. If all this wastewater is let into water bodies as it is, the water bodies become polluted and that is dangerous. Such water cannot be used for drinking or for any other purposes. That is why it is compulsory for factory owners to treat the water before letting it out. Similarly, sewage and other waste water of towns and cities is processed for purification before letting it into a water body. This helps to prevent pollution of water. Flowing water of rivers gets purified to some extent by natural processes also. Children, I hope you are drinking pure filtered water. If the water is not clean, it will affect your health. Purification of water. Children, on page number 78, this figure is given to you. It shows a simple method for filtering water. You can try this activity at home. You can also visit the nearest waterworks to learn about the purification process. Now in this picture, which is on page 79 in your textbook, it is about water purification process at the waterworks. This is situated in Parvati Waterworks, PMC, Pune. In the first picture, it shows us the settling, that is, the water from the water source is allowed to stand in large tanks. Alum is also used to help the process of settling. Oxygenation. Air and water are allowed to mix with the help of pumps. This causes oxygen from the air to dissolve in the water. Filtration. Water is filtered using a filtration machine. Chlorination. Chlorine is mixed in the water to kill the germs in it. So children, before water comes in our house from the taps, the water is cleaned in the water works with the help of water purification process. Now let us talk about famine. Water evaporates continuously. That is why places where it does not rain for a long time experience a drought. At such places, the water levels falls in rivers, wells, lakes, bunds and dams. Some of these may even go dry. The land also dries up due to evaporation. Humans and animals suffer from scarcity of water. There is no water for agriculture. This condition is called a famine. A famine is a natural disaster. The government temporarily moves people and animals from famine-stricken areas to safe places where they can be provided with water, food grain and fodder. Fodder camps are set up to take care of domestic animals. Children, how many of you like rain? I hope many of us. Rain brings us water again and again. But we get rain for only 4 months in a year. If rainwater is not stored, we will not have water for our daily needs after the rains. So, to meet the whole year's need for water, rainwater must be stopped. When it is stopped, it percolates into the soil. As the groundwater storage increases, trees get water. Wells too get enough water and the land can be cultivated. Several methods are used to make rainwater seep into the soil. Large dams can be built. But that may not be possible in all places. In that condition, the government and the people come together to undertake several works such as building smaller reservoirs, counterbunding, stopping the water of the smaller streams by constructing bunds or bandaras, etc. In some places, wells are dug in riverbeds to allow water to collect in them. Rainwater falling on roofs of houses is drained into large tanks placed beside the building. Using all such methods helps us to store as much water as possible. So children, it is very important to use water carefully and judiciously to stop rainwater from flowing away, to make it seep into the ground or to collect it in tanks. Taking steps to ensure that rainwater will be available even in the period after the rainy season is called water management. I hope children you have learned the importance of water, how it can be purified. Now let us move on to the exercise. The first question, what's the solution? Soil in a garden gets washed away with the water due to the slope of the land. Answer. Due to the slope, soil gets washed away with the water flow. To prevent this erosion, we can plant grass, smaller shrubs or saplings. Number 2. Use your brain power. How should roads and footpaths be built to make rainwater seep into the ground? Can you think about it? Answer. Roads and footpaths should be built in a slanting system so that the rainwater easily pass on to the sides and seep into the ground or drainage. Question number 3. Answer the following questions. What conditions prevail during a famine? This answer is given on page number 79. Under the heading Famine, you can mark the answer in your textbook and write in your classwork point-wise. Next question is, what works are undertaken to make water available even after the rainy season? This answer is on page number 18. Mark this answer in your textbook and write in the classwork. Question C. Why is it necessary to stop rainwater? Water is life. Water is necessary for many purposes in our day-to-day life, such as drinking, cooking, bathing, agriculture, industrial purposes, etc. So, to meet whole year's need for water, rainwater must be stopped. Next, what is meant by water management? This answer you will get on page number 81, last paragraph. Let's move on to the last question, true or false, and correct the wrong statements. We get rainwater throughout the year. False. We get rainwater only in rainy season. B. During a famine, the government moves people and animals temporarily to safe places. True. Okay children, we shall stop here for today. Have a nice day.